Hey there, Boots Owen here. This is a Miele tumble dryer. It's a heat pump tumble dryer. This is the model TMG840WP. It's a good one, I reckon. Clean out airways. Okay, turn you off. I like it. Normally after using it, I'll clean the fluff out of here, just wipe it with my hand. That's a secondary filter there. And then what you might call a tertiary filter down here. So the air comes through the filters down through these two slots on the side into here. This gets a layer on it, so all I will do with this, you can see the fluff just on it, I'll run it under the tap and rinse it from the back to the front. So I'll run it under the tap, rinse it from the back to the front. But in here, these airways are all quite clean. This is the cooling unit, I think. It's quite warm, but I think as part of the cycle, at this part of the cycle, I won't be using that. But you can see here, so then the air would go through that filter and in here. But somebody has stoved in these guys in there. I don't know how. It wasn't me. I got it second hand. So I'll show you a trick and see if it works to get those straightened out. So I've got a couple of combs here that Ian sent me, and these have different, they're fin combs, they have different pitches of gaps, and I should be able to find one that fits off the good fins. And then I have this comb here, which is a similar thing, but kind of just many faceted. I'll try it first. If we zoom in like that, I'm going to try and stroke it in between them. They see they're a bit wiggly. Just doing that. I don't know, I don't really like that. The fact that they're wiggly is a bit of a pain. Let's try this one. Yeah, it goes in, and you kind of hook them out. This is actually working quite simply. Okay, yellow actually does a great job. So Ian gave me this for Christmas, and I've used it on a different machine without making a video, so I'll use it on this one and make a video. It works a treat actually. Get it in, hook it in, and then just pull it upwards. And even the cracked ones seems to deal with. You need to be careful hooking it in clearly, because you can bend them back. Now it's got these stupid pieces of plastic here, but I guess they would protect what's behind, so I shouldn't have to hook out what's behind them. Yeah, so when you're hooking it on, you've got to be careful. Careful to get it right and not lean it in any further. These will also work if you haven't stoved it in and you're just trying to straighten it up a bit, or they'd work better if it wasn't stoved in, really. I've seen ones where the whole thing was just mashed flat, that somebody like tried to clean it with a hammer, or, you know, that kind of thing. The other option is just to use a flat bladed screwdriver to tease out ones that are really bad. You can't really go wrong if you're careful. The issue you might have is that these silver pipes going horizontally in there. You can see the shadows of them. If you hit them and break them, you're entering a world of pain. So hook it in and then pull it back up. Wiggle it to get it in. Am I getting it at all? Went in easy, and now it's not. Am I using the wrong side? Are they different? 17, 16. Let's try 17 teeth per inch. That's it in. Okay. There we go. Coming from behind, even though it's been creased and cut, they're still coming out okay. That's good. Below. So even anchoring them on, they're so delicate you can damage it. Once they're in, you're Pretty good to go. Oops. Jumped out there. Now if there is fluff, yeah, this should lift off the fluff. What's this guy doing? Don't know. I'm going to struggle to get in behind it, that's my issue. Looking a lot better already. Go. So some of these machines don't have a fluff filter in front of the fins, and they get a huge buildup of fluff on them, and the only way to get that off is with a tool like this, or with a vacuum cleaner, and very gently comb it with the vacuum cleaner brush, you know, so you're vacuuming and pulling away the fluff. But the issue with that is that if you're not gentle, if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, they'll just make them all flat and damaged. So I'm not going to be able to get much better in there because of this silly orange thing. But I can get them a little bit better. And the machine works just fine with them bent like this, but it looks a bit more presentable if they're straightened out like that. I'm just putting it up and wiggling it, try and find them. There we go. I don't think I'm going to get it much better than that. There's a couple in there that I can just ease out with the screwdriver. I've done this before I had the tool completely with the screwdriver. It just takes time. The issue is once they bend, the fins are so thin they can crack, and you don't like that. There we go. That's looking better. Quite pleased with that. So give that filter a wash. In fact, I'm wasting my time doing it that way. I should have taken this fellow off. It's just rinsing out as dirt because this fluff is really so fine once it's been through the other two filters. There we go. Better. So it's delaminating there in the center. Wring it out, give it a squeeze. Which way up does it go? It only goes one way because of this hole here. So I could wipe all that out very carefully with a cloth, but the reality is things only get dirty again. See the dust on that. This can go in wet. I absolutely do not care, and that's it. It closes when the thing is in place, which is a good design. So cheers to Ian. Is this a job worth doing? I think it is. So here they are, fin combs, air conditioning combs, or heat pump, cooling combs, refrigerator combs, whatever you want to call them. This is what you need, and they work really well. And cheers to Ian for getting them for me. I reckon you can get them on any of the big websites, or probably tool shops that do refrigeration engineering. They might have them as well. Whether or not it improves performance much on this machine, I doubt. But on other machines, I've seen them a lot worse. Let's have a look at the Samsung. So this is my Samsung heat pump that I've had longer. It should be possible to push. It should be possible to push this somewhere. There it is. Right. Open that, open that. Already the Miele is a lot easier. And you can see, whoa, it's gone moldy. Bloody hell. This job wants doing. So I've stuck a big piece of foam in there. You can see the difference in colour. It's black on the back. I'll pull that out. Yeah, that's gone moldy. I've never seen that before. It's quite damp. A lot of hair. But you can see those guys, I straightened them out using a screwdriver. That's quite moist in there. I'm going to leave this open to vent out, because what happens is it rusts and gets damaged. Piece of string there hanging down. What's that doing? Yeah, I'll give this a clean out. This one isn't the worst, but you can imagine all of this fluff in those fins. So you can imagine all that fluff in the fins if you don't keep it clean. I'm trying to pick that out. What I did with this machine was I completely disassembled it. I washed that out with a hose pipe. Took the machine down to nuts and bolts and lifted that bit out. You could do that if you wanted, I suppose. I give this a wash. So for the Miele, that's how I'm doing it. And the fin combs, and it's a success. Questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. Think about liking, think about subscribing, think about becoming a member of the channel. And if the videos helped you, there's links below. PayPal, buy me a coffee and whatnot, or super thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you later.